There's a difference between creating memorable experiences when it's convenient and actually making traveling a ritual and part of your lifestyle. This last 8 months, we've been to 11 states with our 1-year-old son. Despite the pandemic and all the fear in the air, we've decided to take a chance and maximize life. We refuse to be controlled by fear or outside circumstance. You can't put a price tag on an experience or a good memory. And when I look back at my life, I want to know with certainty I maxed it out. Life is made to be lived and experienced, not slept through or passed by. Experiences and memories are what separate the elite lives from the mediocre and the mundane. One of our favorite places we've traveled this year has been Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I want to share that experience with you. Not just the amazing vibes, but the atmosphere, the different restaurants, the views, in hopes that this inspires you to get out and travel more. There's a difference between traveling to escape your reality and traveling because you love your reality. Now, I don't travel to escape reality, and I don't shut work off. It's all life to me, so my wife and I hustle while we travel. Yes, we explore. Yes, we check out new restaurants, but we put our routines first so we can keep our energy level high. Don't use traveling as an excuse to be unhealthy, to forget your routines, to not work out, to not journal, things like that. Because a morning routine is supposed to set you up for a productive day, an exciting day, not just another day. For me, I always start with a huge glass of water as my body is very dehydrated when I wake up because it's got no water the whole time sleeping. So I drink a ton of water when I first wake up. My phone is off and I don't turn on my phone. I don't ever do social media. If you look at your social media or your phone first, your phone is running you versus you being in control of your phone and social media. So my phone's off. I then sit in silence or meditate for about 15 minutes to clear my mind. We find some type of peaceful place, either inside or outside. In this case, Jackson Hole's freezing. So I was by the fire. I also did it in the hot tub as well. And the purpose is to get in a peaceful state of mind and to simplify, because you got to get rid of all the noise in your head, or else it just keeps building throughout the day and you can't enjoy yourself. You're not present and it's hard to focus. So once I'm finished, I start to journal. I write everything from my goals to how I feel to commitments to what's frustrating me in my journal. I just let my mind wander and my pen flow. This is where you can rewire your thinking, whether it's through success statements, through affirmations that you repeat to yourself. I'll share some of mine, some of the ones I've repeated in the past. Whatever you tell yourself and repeat to yourself and affirm to yourself eventually becomes true if you play it in your head enough. I'm open to receive all life's riches, and millions will continue to come to me. I appreciate life. I take nothing for granted, and I'm blessed beyond words. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, and my only competition is myself. Everything I touch turns to gold. I am the leading authority for young entrepreneurs and was born to do extraordinary things. I was born to change the game and be the best in the world at what I do. My only competition is myself, so get out of your own way. Your routine is the heart of your life, and your future depends on the routine you display daily. I can tell you all about your life if you show me your daily schedule. Most importantly, the right rituals and routines done consistently creates freedom, and true freedom is more important than it ever has been. You could be the founder of the most successful business on the planet, bringing in more money than most people can fathom. But if you haven't created a lifestyle you're proud of, none of that matters. You've done it all wrong. Most people do the same thing with the same people the same way every day, every week, every month, and every year. And the human brain craves excitement. If you don't strive to live and strive to create variety, life becomes mundane and depressing. Most people have built their lifestyle around their business and put their work first. It's now more possible than ever to build a brand and a career around your lifestyle and what's most important to you. I assure you, this is a more fulfilling way to live. A life best lived is a life lived by intention and design. And who should design it? You. We're the sum of our total experiences. Whether you're wealthy, you're poor, you've experienced both, The most important takeaway that I can give you is that being rich isn't all about money. It's about peace of mind, abundance, time freedom, success, and living well. There are plenty of wealthy people living a poor life due to having the wrong mindset or incongruent values. And I will tell you this, the unstoppable combination in life and business is maximizing memorable experiences while working on things that matter. If you can do everything in your power to make that happen, you will live the most exciting, engaging, and fulfilling life ever possible. And I want that for you.
Anytime I go through a breakthrough, I want to share it with you because of how much of a difference it's made in my overall life and business and happiness and success. So the first way to get something done is, you ever beat yourself up because you don't feel you're as disciplined as you could be, or you think other people are more disciplined than you and maybe you think you have a problem? I've been there, trust me. I want to share with you something that drastically helped change my mindset in regards to getting things done, in regards to results, in regards to success, and in regards to discipline. There's only 3 ways to get things done, and most people are choosing the hardest way possible. And I want to share with you, there's another way. I'll make this video quick, but I really hope you get value. If you like this, please hit the like button, comment below any of your thoughts, because anytime I go through a breakthrough, I want to share it with you because of how much of a difference it's made in my overall life and business and happiness and success. So the first way to get something done is through pure discipline. Like remembering to do it, whether you feel like it or not, doing it, setting your alarm and waking up right when the alarm goes off, no questions asked, or writing the book when you say you're going to write the book, or calling the 50 people you say you're going to call, or organizing the event right when you say you're going to do it. We all know, yes, there's superhumans, and yes, some people are like that. I'm not a person like that. It's hard to follow through and do exactly what you say you're going to do. And that's why I don't feel like most people do that. The second type of way to get something done that's a little more effective is willpower. Placing things that you have to get done at certain times in the day to get them done when you feel like you have the most willpower, right? Because we only have a certain amount of willpower throughout the day, and most people waste so much willpower in the mornings making so many insignificant or small decisions that don't really matter. They've wasted all their willpower, so by the time the afternoon hits, they don't have any time to make decisions, or they don't want to make decisions because their brain is fried, right? So you have to place your toughest things or place your most important tasks when you have the most willpower. That's still challenging. I've done it, it's still challenging. The third way to change your life is I feel like it's been the easiest once I've committed, and it's something most people don't think about. Okay, it's the lifestyle shift, structuring your life around what you want and not giving yourself an out to even procrastinate or to even not get something done. Let me give you an example. I'll give you a couple different examples. One, a lot of people want to eat healthier. Discipline would be to eat as healthy as you can, whether you see chocolate, ice cream, just having that discipline to not eat it even when you see it. Lifestyle shift would be not even having any sweets or any bad food in the house. So me and Kayla are trying to be healthier. We don't want to eat anything that's bad for us because we want to be the best possible parents for our kids. We want to have the most energy possible. We have such big goals and plans and dreams that we don't want anything to take that away. So we just want to be healthier. It would be tough to have the food in the house because your willpower is low at night and you want to eat it. We've decided to just cut out buying anything unhealthy. So yes, we both have sweet tooths, but at night we physically cannot get anything sweet. We can't eat it. And eventually it turns into a habit. So lifestyle shift and structuring your life better eventually turns to better habits and better choices. Internet is the same thing. If I don't want to get on social media, or if I need to focus on writing something and I can't have internet, willpower and discipline would be not to get on the internet. But it doesn't work for me. I will subconsciously log into the internet or check my Instagram or something. And I'll be happy to admit that. I know there's other people like that. when I write in my book or when I create content, I go to places that have no internet and I don't have my phone on me. So I physically can't get distracted by the internet and I physically can't check my phone. That's a lifestyle change, and it's more important and better than willpower and discipline. Lastly, training. I don't always feel like working out. I don't want to work out every day. I don't want to push myself all the time. So I hired a trainer, and he comes to our house and does 5-6 workouts a week with me and my wife. Whether we feel like it or not, we're paying him. Whether I want to work out or not, whether I feel like pushing myself or not, he's showing up the times he shows up. That's a lifestyle restructure, because we know for a fact we're going to be healthier. We know for a fact we're going to have a trainer and we're going to work out whether we feel like it or not. And I know for a fact I'm going to get more done because I don't have internet or social media to distract me. If you don't have a plan to interrupt your interruptions, your plans will always be interrupted. So structure your lifestyle better so you don't have to worry about discipline and willpower. It's so hard to exercise discipline every day. And as free spirits, as people that don't like structure sometimes, as people that want to have more freedom, if you have a lifestyle restructure, it's so much easier to live a better, more fulfilling, happier, more successful life. And it also makes it easier to really get results that you want for your business. I hope that helps, and I hope you'll take me up on kind of restructuring your life based on what you really want and focusing on delayed gratification versus instant pleasure. If you delay instant pleasure long enough, your life becomes exceptional and you can be able to do whatever you want on your terms, your own way. And that's always the goal with me, is to do what you want on your terms, because I'll tell you, the best thing you can do is create freedom for yourself through your business, because when you have freedom and leverage, you're your best self, you create your best work, and you don't have any ceilings and no one can tell you what to do. That's when I'm the most creative. I don't know about you. Check it out.
If you like that video, I think you'll really enjoy this one right here, where I really help you define exactly how to never have a motivation issue ever again. So if you want to stay motivated, if you want max energy and you want to have an unstoppable advantage in business, this video is a must watch. Go check it out.
So I'm not hard on myself. I just realized that I will be motivated again, and you have to tell yourself the same thing. And there's physical aspect of being motivated, being energized, and being in the zone. There's mental and physical, and you have to do both if you want to be at your peak performance.
What's up, guys? I want to thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel. We are going to start doing contests every single month with lucky winners and giving away Young Ambition clothing along with some other really cool prizes. So make sure you hit the subscribe button below. You have to be subscribed to be eligible to win, and I'm excited to continue giving you game-changing, relevant, tactical content that inspires you, challenges you to think different, and really helps you live a life on your terms. So subscribe below, and we'll see you guys soon. First thing you have to think about is you need to go into the year with a mantra. If you see entertainers or actors or artists, they're always recreating themselves. If a new album comes out, they recreate themselves. Start with this. Do you have a mantra for next year? Maybe it's all in. Maybe it's execution over ideas. If you're someone that has ideas all day long and overthink, but you never execute, maybe it's execution over ideas this year. What statement or vision is going to drive you the next year? What is your magnificent obsession? Okay, so maybe someone already has that. I don't know. But what is your magnificent obsession? What are you going to obsess about this year? And what are you going to really focus on? And how can you simplify that? Then you want to make sure that you audit your advisory board. Okay. And when I evaluate that, I add some questions. One of them is, what might get in my way? So write this down. What might get in my way? Who might get in my way? And how can I prevent that from happening? What used to get in my way sometimes is just hiring too fast and firing slow, not hiring A players. There's so much maintenance involved if you don't hire the right people. So now you got your mantra, you got your 1-page, 2-page plan. You know who's going to get in your way and how to prevent that. Now it's audit your circle of influence. We talk about this, but this is what I do every single time. I go through all my relationships. I go through who I need to add, who I need to nurture and build a better relationship with, who I need to connect with more. And then I ask myself, how can I add value and sharpen and strengthen these relationships? And whether it's Eric Thomas, Patrick Bet David, whether it's Mel Robbins, whether it's my friend Gerard Adams, whether it's Lewis Howes, how do I add value to these people? How do I continue the relationship? What are these relationships are going nowhere that I can just like kind of like let die off? And you can't be naive to think you want to build a relationship with everybody. Usually people who have the most amount of friends, they don't have as many genuine, loyal growth connections. So it's not quantity, it's quality, right? Academy is a great place to start. It solidifies guaranteed growth and gets away from moods and feelings. If you just get on all the millionaire speakers next year and you just get on the mastermind calls and let me guide you and hold you accountable, you'll crush it. It's just so many things get in the way and so many distractions come at you. If you want to have a record-breaking year, you got to block all distractions and really, really get dialed in and focus. Don't be so accessible to people. Okay. So your phone, and this is obvious. Most of you guys probably already have this. I would turn off all your notifications. The last thing you want is, oh, someone hit me on Instagram. Oh, I got an email. That's so amateur, especially if you're not at 10K a month. Now 10K a month plus is different. You don't really even answer your phone much. But if you're under 10K a month, you should not be even looking at this except to be in control and to help it like make you money and build your influence, not take it away. Because your phone, social media either controls you or you control it. So don't be accessible, and connect with people playing the game at a higher level than you once a week. So make it a point when you plan your week. Who am I going to connect with this week that's at a higher level? This is called systemizing your progress. So no matter how your week goes, put in your schedule, you're going to connect with someone this week that's higher level, period. Now, this is about the what and why and finding the best for how. Let me explain what I mean by that. Great leaders and game changers. I'm always thinking this way, and I don't think I've shared this, but this is how you have to think going into next year. Great people, great leaders, game changers, they master what they're doing, what their movement is, what their business represents, what the culture looks like. They know why they do what they do. They know why the movement's important. They know why the vision's important. And they know how to get things done by hiring the best. They find people who complement their weak spots by putting out great goals, compelling visions, and creating movements. Now, people always say, how do I find these people? You don't, they find you. When you create a movement compelling and you make your business about something, people come to you versus you chasing people. You don't need to figure everything out on your own. That's what the advisory board is for. So evaluate who your advisory board is. If you have a huge business problem, who are the people that you reach out to? Like within 10 minutes, who are the people that you reach out to that can solve your problem? Whatever you value, you should have a mentor that can help you reach new heights in that area. So audit your circle of influence. Who do you have that you can call right away? Who do you need to build a better relationship with so you can have them in their speed dial? And then who around you are you closest with, and how are they making you feel? How are they helping you move different? How are they helping you think bigger? How do you feel, act, and think when you're around them? Make sure you have that really sharp group that levels you up. And an advisory board is just people that can help you in the areas that are most important to you. Got it? That's number 2, audit. Number 3, this is big, your personal growth plan. What are you committed to personal growth-wise? What don't you know about yourself that you need to know? Because what you don't know about yourself controls your life, right? So under your personal growth plan, there's a morning routine. There's the in the zone ritual. For me, I always reevaluate. What is my morning routine that's most effective? And remember, the purpose of a morning routine is not to make it long and tedious and 27 steps. People are so obsessed with morning routines, like having to be perfect. You got to make them a little flexible. You're not going to do them. The purpose of a morning routine is to get yourself in the right state of mind and to know what you're doing for the day and put the hardest task first. So I've been meditating recently, 10, 15 minutes. It's been amazing because I have so much on my mind. And I still write in my journal. I work out 5-6 days a week. Drink a ton of water in the morning. And I don't have any social media in the morning. No email, no phone, usually for the first 2 hours. I'll read out of a book that's relevant to what I'm focused on. I will just get centered and really get in the zone. I will look and stare and embody and really, really go through my desires and reasons. like why I'm doing what I'm doing, really keeps me centered and focused and in the zone, right? I think the worst thing someone can do going into 2021 is being off the cuff. Off the cuff used to work. Okay. Off the cuff, like randomly just basing things off your emotion and just kind of going with the flow in business. That could get you to 6 figures, but it'll never get you to 7, and it'll get you killed in 2021. No more off the cuff. Now, certain things you want to do a quick video that you're thinking about, no problem. But off the cuff, personal growth planning is not going to work. Okay. So morning routine. Remember, it doesn't matter how you feel or what you believe, you still have to take action. I used to beat myself up when I wasn't in the zone. I used to beat myself up. You can ask Kayla. I used to beat myself up when I wasn't focused and energized and motivated. I'm like, what the heck? I'm supposed to be me. I'm supposed to always be motivated. What is wrong with me? Then I realized, I hate to admit this, but I will. I am a human most of the time. And it's normal. And I just have to tell myself I'll be back in the zone soon. Here's the kicker. Whether I wake up and I feel on fire, or whether I wake up and I'm a little stressed and have anxiety, my actions don't change. They don't change. I still do my morning routine. I still get in the zone and I still produce, because my longer term goals are more important to me than temporary feelings. And they're not for most people. Most people talk all day about their family and their goals and their visions, and they say how important they are, but their temporary feelings are more important, which is why they're struggling. So it's important to understand you got to have a routine. And when you have a routine, it's something that can be consistent and you can adapt and adjust it, right? So here's what I did. Now, you also have to have an in the zone ritual. I've talked about this so many times, I don't want to waste time on it. In the zone ritual is just making sure that if you're not in the zone, what 5 things can you do to get yourself in the zone quick? Okay. Being able to spark your own fire is a very, very important and valuable skill. So next thing on our personal growth plan, audience expansion before profit maximization. Okay. I'm always thinking audience expansion before profit maximization. Build your list, expand your pixel audiences, get message out there, give out free content, add value. People are drawn to clarity and hate confusion. Move your prospect away from confusion and closer to clarity. Build some raving fans. Revenue will come 1,000% guaranteed. But if you try to ask for something without giving value or creating a raving fan, it backfires, and it's going to get even harder to attract clientele by asking without giving in 2021. Lastly, in personal growth is how will you get yourself to focus at a more deeper and more present level? One of the ways I focus is instead everyone writes to-do lists, I write not to-do lists. Yeah, that's what I write. So everyone's like, oh, what's my to-do list? Mine's like, what's my not to-do list? Oh, don't check social media. Don't scroll. Okay, what is your not to-do list? What are you going to stop doing right now? Number 4, profit maximizers and result-driven actions. The amount of stress you have in your life is in direct correlation to the lack of rituals you have in place. So inside your business, there's some activities that result in getting more customers, creating more value for those customers, and selling more products and services to them. If you do these key activities over and over, this combination of new customers that are buying from you and paying you money and growing your business for you will result in a not just growing income, but more referrals for you. Some of these key activities that I've seen that are the most common: perfecting your product and service, testing and redefining your marketing efforts. A big thing you should focus on is giving customers an emotionally impactful experience that causes them to come back and buy more and tell their friends to come buy from you. Maybe asking for referrals or creating a referral system. This should be a pretty big profit maximizer, asking for referrals or creating a referral system. If you don't do some of these actions, only you know. So under profit maximization, what are the 10% of activities or marketing efforts that have brought in 90% of your business the last 12 months? What are the most proven marketing tactics from the last year? Double down on those. Because if you don't do these every single day, every week, every month consistently, you're actually robbing yourself of growth and income long-term, because you're not benefiting from the compound interest of these marketing tactics being done over and over again. you want to make sure what you're bringing in your business is profit producing. Okay. And consider there's only 3 ways to grow your business. You can increase the number of clients, increase the number of sale price, and increase the number of times they buy per year. Most people, probably 90%, focus on increasing the number of clients. And sometimes that becomes the least effective and least profitable. So what can you do to increase the other 2 methods? Right? That's something you got to really focus on. And maybe it's delivering, I don't know what your value proposition is in your industry, but it's always about delivering higher levels of customer service, figuring out ways to add more value, communicating more frequently with your clients and customers. Okay, the more frequent the relationship, the better. Increasing the conversion rates, maybe better sales copy, acquiring clients up front for break even to make a profit on the back end, figuring out who has access to your target market and how to leverage other people's proven platforms. And then under result-driven activities, understanding marketing is king, and understanding that yes, content's great, but you have to know what you deliver is so good that if you don't learn how to sell it and market it, you're doing the world a disservice. And like I talked about, when I'm thinking about next year, and I have some of my planning right here, the value plays, what are our opt-ins, what are our priorities, all these things. You have to be the marketer of your services. If you're not marketing, me and Sean, Sean talked about this a couple of weeks ago, Sean. You have to be a marketer. If you're a speaker, you have to be a marketer of your speaking services. If you're a realtor, you have to be a marketer of your real estate services. If you're an author, you have to market yourself and market your book. So most people spend 90% on the doing and 10% on the marketing. You have to spend 80 to 90% on the marketing, 10 or 20% on the doing. Okay. That's number 4. Number 5, last one, systemize your growth. This is what I've realized over the years, and it was such a relief. Planning your entire year, all the details, month by month, isn't the move. So many things change, and it almost guarantees that it's not going to work how you plan it. No one I know that's at the 7-figure level plans their entire year, like day by day, week by week. They've systemized their growth and took everything away from their moods and feelings and put it into an actual process. This is called being off yourself and on purpose. Okay, so what I mean by that is instead of trying to plan the entire year, you want to have little things that you do that solidify growth throughout the year. Let me explain what I mean. And by the way, I've told this story, but Michael Jordan averaged 30 points in his whole career. Anytime he ever had less than 15, he averaged 45. What that means is his whole career of 15 years, he never had 2 bad games in a row. Never once. Never once. And that's not a coincidence. When he had a bad game, he tripled down on studying film. He made a decision he was never going to have another bad game. Same thing for entrepreneurs. You should never have 2 bad days in a row. You should never have 2 bad weeks in a row. You should never have 2 bad months in a row. It used to blow my mind. Now I know how easily influenced society is, how bad their habits are, how much they escape reality. It makes sense now. But I used to be confused how someone can have 2 bad years in a row. But it doesn't confuse me now because when they have a bad year, they don't do anything to change it. And they have the same mindset. They're around the same people and they have the same bad year. That's not you guys. Okay. Game changers have growth year after year.
Hey, what's up? And thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy this video and this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button below, put the notifications on, and I assure you, you'll love this content and these videos.